Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
And you rap for those who don't know.
Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Records Radio.
Press 5 now, you check Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't fuck strange music, dude.
Yeah, you mentioned Flea Lord dropping an album every month, but the guys in Griselda were also just putting in mad work before they signed to Shady.
Yeah.
And even now they're putting in a lot of work, but at the time it was just like those Buffalo rappers in upstate New York, it was just time after time. Like if you were checking blogs for any period of time over the last 5 years, you would see one of their projects out every week, consistently.
Well, let me say something. A hero of mine told me that too. We were in Beats Per Minute and Digging Studio, and he told me, he said, yo, we're in a different time. If you're not putting out music constantly, then it's like there's no need to do it. He's like, yo, because people are more inclined. They don't want the hit record from you. They want the catalog. They want to go through their phone and have all of these albums and talk about the records that you did on the album and what it made them feel and whatever. And then when I seen them do it, and, you know, it passed by, but being hands-on with Flea, when Flea is doing his records and talking to him every time when the album about to come out, I got it then. And I'm like, yo, you gotta have your site up to dropping the album every month. I'm trying to drop an album at the end of every month, the same way Flea Lord does.
Yeah.
If I could throw one in the middle of the month and do it, I want to do it too. If I don't sell 1 million records, I don't care. I don't care if anyone is like, oh, you know, all the beats is hot. I look at Flea shit and it's like everyone on the internet is talking how hot the beats is and how dope the album is. Like they smashing, you know, the album with the beats and the rhymes. And to me, that's better than, you know, anything else, because now it's like, that's what makes us able to make another record. So every time when someone says that with Flea, when he comes out, that makes him able to make a new record. So for me, this is going to make it able for me to make a new record. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that album, like Hand Me My Flowers, and you talked about Praise a moment ago as well. But based off of that title, do you feel that you've gotten your flowers as of yet, or do you feel like that's still something you're earning?
I'm always earn it, because it's like I'm not done. And looking at it, I've never been everyone's favorite, you know, when they get the album, like, oh, Primo's working with them, he's on the album. Oh, Pete Rock is. I was always like a stepchild is. But it's cool because I look at it, Primo and Pete are my heroes. Since, looking at Illmatic and Mech and the Soul Brother, Daily Operation, etc., these are heroes of mine.
Yeah.
And then it's like I'm on the side with my other heroes who are my crewmates, which is like Diamond D and, you know, Showbiz. Hip-hop doesn't get any better, so it's like, I think for me, it's like it's always been great because it's like of the people that I've been around. And coming into hip-hop as a fan and then working with people that you're fans of. Like, I was coming in, I was a fan of Organized Confusion and OC, and it's like, those were the first 2 albums that I had come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Finesse, and I'm running around New York with Finesse, going to shows and DJing from it at his show. Life doesn't get any better than that, where it's like you go from doing what you do and being a fan of the game and loving it to working with the same people who you idolize.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
You know? It's a great feeling. And it's like, it's something great to have because, like, look at it. It always makes me want to be on another level. You know? So I will always be the guy who looks up to them.
Yeah.
You know? Looking at Show put out the Red EP with Soul Clap, etc. Shit, I remember looking for that to buy it. You know, like I say, being a DJ and being a rap fan, you know, I got 2 free copies from Show, but I'm like, yo, you know, I would have easily purchased that. You know what I'm saying? Easily. And it's like, the days, like, I think we're bringing those days back when you hear something and you want it. And that's the one thing that I see that's going on now. And it's cool to have the pop artists because you need a balance with everything. Oh, you can't play Conway and Westside and them on the radio and Flea Lord. So what do you play? Oh, you play French Montana and the rest of them.
Yeah.
And some of these guys are fans of these guys. When we put the album up, I seen Kevin Durant, you know, right on, it was either Conway's post or Flea Lord's post. You know, and I'm like, wow, you know, this is big. It's like, you know, it don't really get no better. It's like at least with Instagram, you get to see who's checking you and who's feeling what. When we was in the 90s, we couldn't. So it's like we was always oblivious to everything going on.